This is Leah with Backyard Homestead in Starkville, Mississippi, Zone 7B, and it is Thursday, March 14th, and this is just I'm going to do a quick garden update to show you guys. It's not as wet as it's been, so we're able to get out and play in the garden a little bit today. I'm going to show you, this is our Hilton cabbage, the Chinese cabbage, and I think it's looking healthy and nice. These are our candy onions, and I'm pleased with how they're doing. They're a lot bigger than they were, and some of them have 7 blades on them now, so they're looking really nice. These are our newly planted pink beauty radishes. They're coming up. This is our bed of red romaine lettuce, and it's just starting to come up. This is flax-seeded Simpson, and it's just starting to come up as well. I'm going to take you down. Alan's fixing to go around all this Chinese cabbage, all the Hilton cabbage, and we're going to go around it with some black cow. So, let me get out of his way. On this row, we have cabbages. This is our kale row, and this row from here up is red Russian kale. The middle row is curly leaf kale, and then this third row out is scarlet kale, and it's starting to look pretty. We haven't eaten any of it yet, but I'm eager to taste it. It looks gorgeous. Okay, this row is our row of Brussels sprouts, and they're finally starting to get a little bit bigger. Look like maybe they're going to do something. Brussels sprouts. This row is broccoli. From here all the way up is broccoli. From here all the way back was broccoli, but the squirrels really enjoyed it. This is their latest victim. This row is spinach. We've got a nice stand of it. Probably going to transplant it into some other areas of the garden. Back behind the spinach, on this side of the fence, is more broccoli. And we've got a few plants left down toward the other end. The squirrels live in that tree, and they come down and feast on this end of the garden. So, can you see it? Oh yeah, there's the little guy's nest right there. I don't know how well that'll come out, but that's where they live. And they come down. This is a black oil sunflower seed feeder I've hung for them, and we'll catch them on it a good bit, so I think it slows them down a little bit. At least they stop and think about it before they come on into the garden. Right. This row is sugar snap peas, and they're starting to get up a little bit, starting to climb a little bit. We have a nice stand of carrots in this bed. And look over here, some of the herbs are starting to come up. These are our chives. This is catnip. Our bed of green onions is still doing great. And we have another small bed of carrots over here, and we have some volunteer garlic. This is where we planted garlic last year, and apparently we missed a few garlic down there. And that is about it for this side of the garden. I will give you a later update on, I want to update you on some of the fruit trees and some other things, but that's about this side of the garden. And see, Alan's going back now and going around the cabbage, the Hilton cabbage with the black cow, give it a little boost. And we're going to go with black cow and then come around each with some blood meal as well. We're going to do that to this row, to this bed of cabbage, and then we're going to do the same thing to the kale bed over here. We're going to go around them with some black cow and some blood meal, and then we're going to go back and hay everything. It's up tall enough for us to put down a good layer of hay. It has a good mulch layer of chopped leaves around it now, but we're going to go back over that with hay. And you can see there's a few weeds coming up, But so we basically go through and chop them off, drop them where they lay, and hay over the top of them, and just feed them back to the soil. So we're about to do a little excuse me, do a little cleanup on this part of it, because the weeds are starting to poke through. Not many, but we're gonna chop them off, drop them, and mulch on top of them with hay. All right, I'll come back and show you what it looks like after we've gone everything with the black cow. Okay, we went around each cabbage plant with some black cow, and then went around with about a tablespoon of blood meal around each plant. And now we're going to go back and put hay around it, mulch it with some hay, and come back and show you what it looks like when we get that done. Okay, this is our row of kale after we took it, and Al took the digging fork and just loosened the soil down throughout the row, and then we put black cow around each plant, and then we went around each plant with some blood meal, and then we hay mulched over the top. So this is the finished product. I think it looks pretty nice. We liked it so well, we're gonna do the Brussels sprouts tomorrow, the Brussels sprout and broccoli row tomorrow, and probably wait on this because the spinach is so small. We might try to hay around the broccoli. We'll see. Maybe we could get, we'll see how we feel tomorrow. Definitely going to do this row. And this is how we've started doing the plants, because we don't till. We've got the digging fork, and we just kind of try to loosen the soil, but then we just add to the top of it. We add leaves, we add hay, anything we can find. During the summer when I'm mowing yards, we add grass clippings. We just keep adding to it, just trying to build good dirt on top of the old clay dirt that we have here, instead of mixing it in, so we don't till it all. But this is this row. I want to take you down and show you the cabbage row. I thought it turned out really pretty too. And we went around each cabbage plant, same deal. We loosened it with a digging tool and went around each plant with some black cow, composted cow manure, blood meal, and then we hay mulched it. And some of these guys are actually starting to act like they're trying to head. That was this big pretty one is starting to tighten up in the middle, like it's about to head. So I'm excited about that. We'll see what it does. Pretty plants though. Everything's starting to do something. Maybe spring is really here. Okay. Another project for tomorrow. We are going to set out these. We started these from seed in a flat, and they are that word, however you pronounce that. They said they were Japanese tender grains, and we haven't grown them, but they look gorgeous and healthy. So we're going to transplant these out tomorrow and see how they do. Probably going to take these and transplant them down this row right beside this cabbage. And that is it for today. Thanks for watching.